It is Saturday, which means we are joined by our social media guru, Naoma Doriguzzi. And this week we're talking about being too social sometimes on social media. And I will say that this does not apply to me, but your subject this morning is...
Yes, so, doing the job fair and just, talking to other people, one of the things you need to do is learn how to Google yourself and see what's out there. And a lot of times there's, may not be your fault. You're at an event or out with friends, and pretty soon all these photos pop up and you may not have posted it, but they're out there. So Google yourself, see what is up, but you can also learn how to kind of remove and to kind of protect yourself from those photos and being tagged in those photos.
Yeah, we're talking about removing embarrassing photos that are floating around out there. You may not even know they exist. How can people flush those out of the system?
Especially from social media. The first, most people are very active on Facebook. So one thing you can do is untag yourself from Facebook, and then also just go ahead and ask that person to remove it. I don't want to ever put anyone in a situation where they might feel uncomfortable or might affect their, profile. So always be respectful. If someone asks you to take it down, just take it down. But also put in your settings where people can't post photos or tag you in photos unless you approve of them. That'll help so it doesn't show up on your profile.
And that's good for future reference. But the one when you said untag I could untag myself from someone else's photo on someone else's page.
Yeah, if they tag your name on it, you can just untag it so it's not on your profile. And then if you could also request that they take it down if it's unflattering and you don't like that photo. And then if they don't listen, if it's really you want to, you can always report it to Facebook and have them see if they can take it down.
Okay.
And then Instagram, Twitter, same thing. You can go to support on Twitter if there's tweeting some things. You can't always help what people put out there, but again, just ask them if they'll remove. If they don't, you can always report the photo. Same thing with Instagram. You can untag yourself, go to your options and untag yourself so they're not being posted on your profile.
And we had someone in the newsroom, someone was tweeting and just weird, stuff and whatever. So
and we reported it to Twitter, so that's what you can do. You can't always prevent everything, but just keep an eye on what's being said about you in the photos so you always have that professional image. And then you could, if you're on a website, let's say someone blogs about it and you really don't like that photo after you Google yourself, request that website owner to remove it. And if they don't, you could always go to Google. Now there are certain things that Google doesn't remove from their search engines, but they have a form. You can go to Webmaster Tools Support and put in the URL that you're looking and why, and then especially if it's copyrighted information, you can always put in that too.
I bet that happens all the time. People swiping images and pictures and that and using them for their own.
And if you can prove that they are your photos, they will remove it. So I would suggest doing that too. And then a good thing is, if there's a lot of things that you don't like, Google search terms, most people aren't going to go to the second page. So be active in what is being said about you and keep posting positive information. Go on forums, go on blogs so that all the bad, negative stuff is pushed to the bottom and your stuff that you can control what's being said about you.
That is such a good idea. All right. Really good stuff as always, Naoma. Thank you so much. And we will be right back.